Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome to another episode of Darkest Dungeon. Today we are finally going to get around to killing the Wizened hag, and for this goal we have selected Badface, Miss Cuts-A-Lot, J-Dizzle, and Holier Than Thou. Hopefully things will go well. Let's get into provisioning. Plenty of food off the bat. Definitely want all the food. Now, the hag is hanging out in the Weald, so I'm thinking we'll take plenty of shovels as well to try and be careful, make sure that we don't get stressed out before we find her. No idea what she's going to be doing to us. Plenty of torches. We just want to load up in general to make sure the fight goes as well as possible, because I really don't want to lose this group, I'll be honest. Maybe a key and a few anti-venoms. Hopefully that'll do. That looks alright to me. Let's go kill a boss.
I had collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house.
Well then, that sounds interesting. Now, the hag's probably not in either of these rooms. I'm tempted to just skip them and head on this way. She's probably here, but we don't actually know for sure. Let's just try and get some scouting done. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a scout chance. Oh, ectoplasm, just 2 of them. And they're surprised. This shouldn't be a problem at all. We will lead off with a battle ballad. We'll just try and keep that buff up the whole time. That buff's insane. We can Dazzling Light to keep the torch high. And just go for a couple of kills.
As the fiend falls,
that was actually a real stupid target, but it worked out.
These nightmarish
we didn't miss,
can be
so nothing
felt.
went wrong.
They can be beaten.
Thank you for the treasure. Oh, J-Dizzle, you're fine. You don't need to be worrying over there. Alright, now you can worry. Now it's okay. Oh, not good. Not good, but we resisted the bad bleed. Keep that buff up. The buff's so insane. Not going to worry about curing yet. She only took 5. So instead, let's check some stun resists. None of them are very good. We can just maybe Dazzling Light here, since you still have a turn. There we go. That's better. Breakthrough. Hellion's just insane. That's all I have to say about that. Hellion's ridiculous. And just 1 left. It is going to blight us because it's rude. But we resisted. This group is so ridiculous. We'll go for the stun again. Why not?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That was just ridiculous. What is their blight resistance? We're going to check on that real quickly. We've got 60% on Badface and 60% on Miss Cuts-A-Lot, so that's actually pretty good. I have no idea what this altar does. We'll have the Hellion touch it. Why not? Just a little stress relief. Well worth the time. Okay, well, there's a tree in the way here, so we will just skip that direction. And we'll move this way. Thank you, I guess. I mean, they're just crests. I'm not going to get too excited about crests, if I'm honest. What is wrong with you? No! Oh, well, that's still fine. Get too excited. I'm trying to figure out where this Sirius... Okay, it's gone now. Maybe she just debuffed herself somehow. Oh, the breakthrough debuff. Okay. That's fine. You know what? Do it again. I don't even care. There's 3 things right there. You can get all kinds of damage done. Not quite getting any kills right off the bat. That's not too surprising. They have a large number of hit points. I don't know if Breakthrough used to apply that debuff. I don't remember it doing that, but I could be entirely wrong. Yes, yes, we will go ahead and cure your blight so you can get on to doing other things. Like judging. Let's see, 4 to 9. We'll take the chance here. Yeah, that works. Just got a little self-heal going there. And we dodged this one, so it all worked out. Even though it was probably the wrong decision. That Jester buff. Well, you already nerfed your damage into the ground. So why don't we do a low damage ability? That'll work. Toss out a heal, and hopefully we get to go before him. The Jester can't do anything to him, but everybody else should be able to finish him off. There we go.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Keep that torch lit. And I guess we'll just keep going. Nothing in here, because we already scouted this room. Did I miss a thing? I probably missed a thing. Did we go back for the thing I missed? Let's do it. I just missed a bag sitting on the ground. I don't know how that happened. It's 25 gold. That's probably how it happened. I just sensed and was like, no, there's nothing there. Alright, we have a body sitting here on the ground. Obviously, we want to check that out. That works. Let's see, I think we have the Hellion check the traps, because they're going to be blight traps, probably. And the Hellion's trap resistance is pretty solid, so... That's something we lack a bit with this group, the ability to deal with traps really well. And unfortunately, we did eat the blight there. But we brought anti-venom along. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Excuse me. There could be a really nice thing in here. Could be like a damage buff or something, so I want to go ahead and hit this even though it's out of the way. Really, more blight. That's awful. Well, we'll just ignore it for the time being. We have 3 shovels. We'll take the risk. Take the risk of blowing that shovel.
Paid for in blood.
Oh. And they're surprised. That works for me. I do find it interesting how there's an increased chance of monsters being surprised if we have a giant light shining around us. It amuses me. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. Yeah, we'll take the stun chance. Why not? Okay. And let's just cut this guy. I could have broken through as well, but... Oh, that's not good. A whiff from the leper. Not what you want to be seeing. Basically, I didn't want to break through because the cutthroat was already stunned, so... Killing him, in addition, would have done almost nothing. This time we will, though. Man. A lot of whiffing going on here. It's kind of sad to get the debuff when you miss, too. I mean, it's reasonable, but it's sad. We'll toss out a heal at this point. Just the basic cut here, thank you. And he's pulled to the front, so all he can do is rushed shot, so I'm not worried about him at all. It is kind of frustrating, again, to have him at no hit points. Battle Ballad. And let's just... Oh, really? He gets to go first this time? Maybe I'll just mess around until I get the heal off. Hopefully I can get away with that without too much trouble. Heal yourself. Heal here. Don't want our Jester to be getting beat up on too bad. And finish it. Like 96 accuracy. Pretty good chance that was going to end it. Now we find out what's in this room. Hopefully not a fight. Guys, it's a fight. Let's see. How do I want to handle this? We may just tear through the front line at this point. Ooh, that was very low damage. It's unfortunate. Not at all what we wanted to see. Okay then. Let's actually see if we can just finish one of them off. Okay, good. If Hue damage had been higher, I would have used Breakthrough, but it wasn't, so it just is what it is. Not too worried about the hit point damage, so let's see if we can stun out one of these acolytes. Keep it from pulling us around and stressing us out. Oh, you're fine, Jester. Come on. Stop complaining. You can even do a silly thing now. And just cut this guy. Yeah, you really don't do a lot of damage. And Hue. Good. That's better. It's more what we want to be seeing. Go ahead and do it again. We're just trying to finish the fight at this point. And I'm not too worried about our Jester having some silly debuffs on him. Ooh, what do we got here? A bleed charm. Additional bleed resistance and a little less crit chance. Not really something I want right now, because we're not seeing a whole lot of bleed effects in here, quite frankly. But could be very useful when we're running around the ruins, for example. And also in a group with an occultist. And our pack is already full. We know this room is empty, so we're going to go here, and then we'll probably camp right here, unless we get some scouting off of some sort. Because I don't want to accidentally walk into the boss room before we've gone ahead and camped. Gonna have a little poison trap right here. Don't want to miss it this time. Got the disarm. That's nice. And yeah, you check out the tree. For some reason, people like stashing treasures in trees in this world. I don't really understand it. Oh, you're fine. Just get in the room. See, there's nothing here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make camp. The hag's probably here, but we don't know that for sure. I mean, she could be here, and that would just be real frustrating, but we'll camp now anyway.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Plenty of food, so we'll go ahead and feast since nobody's gotten hungry yet. Now we just have some minor stress to clean up and some buffs to apply. So we'll start with the Battle Trance. Good chance the boss will take extra damage from that. And the upped crit chance. Upped accuracy, definitely very nice. And I think we will finish up with a Tiger's Eye. Need to decide where to put it, because it can either go on the leper or the Hellion. That both of their damage is real solid, but the leper's is honestly a bit higher with his sword. He doesn't crit as often, but I think he also can benefit better from the accuracy, because we'll probably be using Revenge with him. And that lowers his accuracy, if I remember correctly. So we will Tiger's Eye the leper. And rest.
The light, the promise of safety.
How rude is that of the leper to ask? Like, the Jester's been playing and singing for him the whole time, and the leper's just like, can anyone carry a tune? It's just like, you know one of the guys can. You could just ask him to, instead of being a jerk and being like, man, I wish we had somebody who could play here. I'm going to go ahead and change up the leper's skills just in case we accidentally run into the hag at a random point. Get rid of our knockback and put on our damage buff. And for the Hellion, We may go ahead and equip if it bleeds, just in case. And take out the stun for the time being. There we go. We'll leave the buff on, that's fine, I think. Got a tree, no problem.
Yourself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
And crate.
Malformed
Nothing.
with misintent.
Want to keep this light high so we have constant good chances at scouting in a room. Don't want to just run into the hag. Okay, so she's probably here. So we'll just keep our skills as is for now. Until we finish up this fight right here. Pack's already been looted. It might be useful to switch back to the stun instead of if it bleeds. We'll see. We'll see how much I'm hurting at that point. Don't want to get surprised. Don't want to take any risks right now. Alright, this shouldn't be an issue. We do want to clear out the ectoplasm before we worry about the bone rabble. All they do is minor damage.
Executed with impunity.
Alright, whatever.
Well struck.
Well, I said it probably wasn't going to be a problem. Looks like I was right. I wonder if we can just walk around a little bit and get rid of this damage dodge debuff before we go in. It's stressing her out a bit as we walk around, but... Well, the dodge debuff is gone. So I guess we'll call that good. Ballad! I could switch their spots if I'm worried about stress and get some inspiring tunes going, but... Probably best not to worry about it for the time being. Got a lot of resistances going. It's kind of nice. Ooh, that's probably not good. Okay. You're, I believe, the one who's supposed to be able to take advantage of the mark. So we'll just try and make sure that doesn't happen. Ha, jerk. Breakthrough. 2 kills. Well worth that debuff, I think. Ooh, and again already. Okay, well we'll just cut it the weak one for now. And hopefully the leper can finish this one off. Good dodge. Or I guess good miss on his part if they both dodged. Chop. Okay. And let's go ahead and... We don't want to risk giving him another turn because he might blight us and that's all kinds of damage. So we'll just judge for our maximum possible damage.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yeah, we'll leave the citrine here. We don't usually find more than 1 or 2 of these and they're only 250 each, so that's fine. We will go ahead and blow a key here. In the hopes of plenty of deeds and such.
Are often low on supplies.
That is the hag. Okay, good. And there's a tree right in front of her. Okay then. Jester, check out the webbing. I think the primary bad thing that can happen from webbing is it like slows you or something, gives you -1 speed. I'm not too concerned about the Jester having a little less speed. Yeah. It just happened. Ooh, first round -4 speed. That's not that good, and we like him to go first to get that buff going out, but overall, I'm not actually that concerned about it in anything except the boss fight. I'd be much more worried if like our leper was constantly slowed. Things like that. Let's go ahead and just go for a stun. Yeah, that's fine. Rain of Blight. Okay, nothing. That's fortunate. That's less fortunate. But still, not very much damage at all. Breakthrough! I'll take a crit right now. I am totally happy cleaning up all of these very quickly. Gun Battle Ballad. Make sure this leper hits with his hue. And just 1 guy left. Oh, Jester. Such a silly, silly thing. I have some options here. I don't think I want to take a risk that I don't have to, though, so let's actually just I like that. That's fine. Won't bother buffing. We will bother taking our 1 extra hit point. 2 extra hit points. Apparently he was missing 2. And then going for the cut.
If only treasure could staunch
Sun Cloak. When light is high is very good. When light is low is very bad. But that's an amazing item. In my opinion, at least. We'll actually get rid of the herbs this time. Take the cloak. And I guess we can get rid of the bandage to take the deeds. Okay, nothing until we get to the boss, so let's rearrange the Hellion skills. Do we want breakthrough? Maybe. I think maybe is the best possible answer there. What else would we take? We would take bleed out, which could also be very useful. And then we have adrenaline rush, which is obviously very good as well. Another option is, I don't usually use both if it's bleeds and bleed out, but bleed out, I don't know, it's a hard choice between those two. I can only use bleed out on one thing. We'll stick with this for now, actually. I think I'm okay with this. Maybe we don't take breakthrough still. Yeah, we'll pass on breakthrough, we'll take bleed out instead. I have to be careful between those two. That debuff should probably be cleared up before we get to the actual boss fight. And did we equip the Sun Cloak anywhere yet? No, we did not. We should definitely do that. We'll toss it on the Hellion. Hellion hit points got nerfed a bit, and so a little extra protection on her is probably not a bad thing at all. Get through this tree. Make sure our light stays plenty high.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the
Here we go.
strength to follow it.
Okay, we've got a pot and a low health boss. 66 is not many.
Testament to the powers of corruption.
Oh. That's not good. Can we fix that? Should we take time fixing that? I mean, we want to buff up too. The leper can't hit anything except the pot right now, so maybe he just hits the pot. He has a good chance of just knocking it down. Didn't do it though. Okay. Maybe we try judging the pot. I don't see anything else good to do. Okay, you're out of the pot. And you got hurt, but you're still alive. Well, you missed, so I'll take that. And yeah, let's lead with an adrenaline rush. We can still, if it bleeds from back here, which is good. No bleed out for the time being. And maybe we should apply the revenge to the leper so that he can immediately knock people out of the pot as they go in. The jester can, I think, hit both of them, which is potentially very nice to do instead of, what is that? Oh, not good. Let's go ahead and revenge him instead of hitting this turn. I'm concerned about the Vestal, but I want him to be able to knock down this pot immediately. Oh, come on. Get the Vestal out of there. We don't need to be taking damage literally every turn. There. Alright, that's an interesting little mechanic for the fight. Okay, it's the Jester again. That's actually good in my opinion, because he's not doing much this fight anyway. Can we just clear out the pot immediately? No! Oh, come on. 1 hit point. That's awful. Alright, we need to just start beating this boss down, because the pot's just constantly regenerating, and that's awful. There we go. Bleed, you hag. Unfortunately, the Vestal can't do anything from the front. That's real not good. Because she is definitely a backline person. Well, that's just weird. I guess that was their opinion too. That's just weird. Alright, we gotta get some of this cleaned up. That's real unfortunate that we rolled quite as badly as we did hitting this cauldron again. And now he's almost dead. No, we need to save Jay Dizzle. Okay, well, we don't need to worry about the pot, I guess, except... What else do we have to do? Maybe we just hit revenge again for the time being. I think that's okay. Our old revenge should wear off before long. The cauldron's pretty hefty. The leper was not a good choice here. He just can't do anything right now, and I don't think I have any skills that could make him do anything right now. I doubt we can knock around the pot. Just at a guess. So, it's up to the Hellion. That was not nearly as much damage as one would hope. Okay. Divine Comfort. Now he's not on death's door anymore, so that's something. Into the pot again with J Dizzle? Oh, the poor man. He's on death's door again.
And now the true test. Hold fast.
Alright, let's keep up if it bleeds. Maybe we'll get lucky and Miss Cuts-a-Lot will get thrown in the pot. We can knock her out and then just finish it with a bleed out. Not J Dizzle. Okay, death's door proc. Can we just hit the pot again? What happens if we just hit the pot? Nothing. Nothing happens if we just hit the pot. 1 hit point. Okay, okay. It's bad face in the pot. That's okay. He does literally nothing. He does less than anyone else. We'll go ahead and throw out the Divine Comfort here. Or do we go for the kill? Do we just go for the kill? We got the kill.
The way is still blocked.
Do we really have to knock the pot out again? No. Okay. Everybody's alive. That party was not necessarily a good idea, but thankfully we had If It Bleeds. So what do we got here? What do we got? We have an increased chance to blight skills and a minus heal received. That could be very useful, actually. Not too concerned about the minus heal received on the Plague Doctor, because we don't heal the Plague Doctor all that much anyway. And a health stone, which could be nice. Could be frustrating. We're going to call it here for this dungeon, because J Dizzle is not doing so hot, and I don't want to trek through the rest of the place to go look at stuff. So let's actually just finish eating up our food that we have so much of. Take the health stone. Check the chest. What do we got? A charm that gives us crit but minus accuracy. Well, we'll still take it back, and let's pitch the torches that we don't need. Time to get out of here. That was... Yee. But, you know, they did it. Despite 2 of them doing basically nothing the whole time. The Hellion carried us through, so I guess we can be happy about that at least. I guess the leper was knocking the jester out of pots constantly, so we weren't taking too much damage from that. Man, scary though. Only 8 deeds and 20 crests again. Talk about frustrating. We've got Lurker for the Hellion, that's not too bad. Deadly on Holier Than Thou, I don't really care about that. Weak Grip for J Dizzle, which isn't good because he does quite a bit of meleeing when he's actually doing damage. But Clotter can be nice. Warren's Phobe. Why would he honestly get scared of the Warrens after a trek through the Weald? What about this trip made him be like, man, that Warren's place sounds awful. And Slayer of Beast. Which is thankfully, again, not a bad thing at all.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Okay. Our occultist will only drink, and our crusader is calm. That's unfortunate. But our grave robber's doing a bit better, so I mean, you know, that's good, I guess. Whatever. Let's see what we can get done around town with our deeds and ridiculous number of crests again. Also, I want to check out the stagecoach. I'd really like to upgrade this. We can afford it. Let's go ahead and do that. The weaponsmith would be nice too.
Word is
but
traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Okay, so we've got the barracks now, and I want a bounty hunter, because I think we have one of everything except the bounty hunter at the moment. And while some spares would be nice for stuff, it would also be good to have a bounty hunter. So let's actually check his skills. He's got Deadly. and fast healer. That's pretty good. But he has rabies, which is pretty not good. What's his standard accuracy? He has some accuracy, but it's not fantastic. So I don't really want him to have minus accuracy attached to everything he does. This guy, on the other hand, has hatred of mankind, but fear of Eldritch. Maybe we just take Mr. Rabies? Because he does have deadly and fast healer, and we just send him to the sanitarium right off the bat. And be like, look, we just got to clean up this one issue, and then you're good to go. That's kind of where I'm leaning right now. Let's do that.
The thrill of the hunt.
Let's see, how many tanks do I have? I wanted another leper. I've got enough crusaders for the time being. I think I have 2 highwaymen, which is plenty. Let's check their skills just to make sure misses the spot. You don't really want something like misses the spot on a highwayman, but he has unerring, which is potentially very good. I think we will pass on him for the time being, though. So done with the stagecoach. Let's move on to make sure we can't do anything at the blacksmith. Yeah, we need all kinds of deeds for that. We can upgrade some weapons here. Get a questing sword. It's kind of expensive, but this group's heading out next, so I think that's okay. We can go ahead and spend quite a bit on them. Yeah, let's upgrade the furnace. Things are getting kind of expensive.
Every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
So we'll have a questing sword. And this polished blade and pistol, which is very nice. What does this do? Still just... Oh, it gives extra speed as well. That's actually pretty important. I think we will take the diseased grenades then. And extra speed here as well, so those are definitely well worth upgrading, I think. They can even go up one more level if we get another weaponsmithing level. But that leaves us with 10,000. Let's go ahead and do the sanitarium like we talked about. Get rid of this rabies. It's pretty expensive, but I think that's okay. And we should look into some stress relief. None of them are doing too bad, though. Apparently it wasn't that stressful of an experience. It was just a near-death experience. Even Jay Dizzle's alright. He just laughed it off. He was like, whatever. Don't care. So maybe we don't need any stress relief, and we can actually just kind of call it good there for the time being. Sacred Scroll. That looks so good. Extra stress resistance, extra stress healing, just at death's door you're kind of slow. That's understandable. Oh, we can spend crests here. I should have paid attention to that. Well, let's just dump some crests here for the time being.
An increasing stockpile of curious trinkets gathered from forbidden places.
I have no idea what this well is, but it looks like maybe it's a statue. Maybe it's a statue. It kind of looks like it might be a statue. We'll assume it's a statue that's being built for the time being. And we don't need to check survivalist. I think we have the skills we want in particular for the time being. So we're going to call that good for this episode. Next time, we're heading back out with our main group, and we'll find a level 3 veteran mission for them to do. Until then, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.